there forever, or I don't know. I haven't
Yeah,
caught
he
any of
thinks he
that.
can live there forever. He
Yeah.
said it the other day on a video. He goes, I can stay here as long as I want. I'm going to become a house manager. Like he's set. He thinks he's going to stay there for the rest of his life.
This is his new home.
Now it's like if you need to check
Okay,
your blood pressure.
Now, mind you, when they talk about how they supply the food and the food for everyone, they're getting these people on food stamps. So really, the people's food stamps are providing the food.
Right, right.
But they'll say,
Yeah,
hey, we provide the food. No, the food stamps that you get them on provide the food.
Yeah, I saw something about that too, how they were like getting everyone put on the food stamps. They all go together to buy the food, bring it back. But it just sounds like a mess. So I was just curious about that. But yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
All right, well, I'm going to free up my spot for someone else. But thanks for answering.
Thank you so much for joining, babes.
Thanks, Carrie.
Thanks for being here.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Just hang on. I'm just going to mute for 1 sec, guys. Everybody in the chat, the way the boxes work is that once you've had your chance to kind of speak, we drop and rotate because there is a lineup for the boxes.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, so it's not just to sit up here and just sit. It's once you've had your chance to speak, we rotate them, especially if there's a lineup of people waiting to get in. So we're trying our best. Like we said, if this isn't good enough for you, you're more than welcome to scroll out and go sub and do what you need to do.
And the other thing is, everyone's saying in the chat, be quiet, shut up, we want to listen. Well, then we're trying not to put people in the boxes while we're listening, but everyone's waiting to have their turn. There's like 12 requests right now.
Right. And this is a watch party, chat. This is a watch party. We stream it so you don't have to pay for it. Drop us a follow. We're here all the time. We're actually amazing people. But we see the same thing every night. We literally stream for like 10 hours to 20 hours a night.
Showing you a little bit of stuff that we are doing around the house during the day on structure, because now on structure I finished my ILP program. So how does eating throughout the day go? You eating throughout the day, you get your own like groceries you can to make your own snacks, but the house does always have eggs and any kind of like
Zayana, you've had a chance up here and you had your say, and then it was other people's turns. So like if you want to come up and ask something else or input something else, you can, but we are doing this as fair as we can for everybody. You're more than welcome to go sub over there and you can watch it and do what you need to do.
But I mean, I have gotten up to use the bathroom in the middle of the night and been scared shitless.
I love that someone put in the chat, it's a free mansion and free food.
I stole those Coca-Colas.
He's always trying to be on camera, chat. He literally can't stay away from the camera. He'll do everything he can to try to get in the camera. Remember, he's lived his whole time on camera.
I want to make a prediction.
Yes.
And I like Nick, but he's also 30. We have to remember that.
Right.
So he's kind of like set in his ways a bit. I'm going to predict that in less than probably about 5 days, not only is he going to leave, but when he leaves with his phone and he gets on TikTok, he's going to even blow up even bigger.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and he's going to spill all the tea. He's going to spill it all, and he's going to literally tell everyone what they're about.
Nick is a little bit of a wrecking ball. Like, he brought his whole
exposure to this place is what's going to ruin them.
Yep. And Nick is going to just do his thing. Nick is going to be Nick. But yeah, I've been watching. This is the wildest thing I've ever seen on TikTok. Like,
isn't it?
It's a freaking rabbit hole.
Yeah, we try to do live coverage, or we do live coverage every day of it. So
I know I've been watching. I appreciate you guys. Drop the host to follow. It's a great show. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining.
Appreciate it. Bye.
Bye, leader.
What is their chat saying?
Right now, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 girls.
Sienna, you're on my
Is it like a sub only view?
Yeah, they're sub only on their end, so that's why we're streaming it.
I'm chatting it up with them.
Last night they thought they were sub only and there wasn't.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for your support.
Yeah, I know. I thought that was funny.
Nick is dying to be on camera today. He's been doing everything just to get on camera.
Literally.
Like, honestly.
He's an itching.
Wait, you know how we say we haven't been able to see the withdrawals? This is the withdrawals, guys. This is the withdrawals.
And I was working out today.
You were? You really listening to good music when you're working out, too.
I went ahead and got started, you know what I mean? A year from now, I expect some serious results, and I'm not going to
Nick with from TikTok, exactly.
Nobody will be able to say, "Oh,
We're at 433 likes, chat. Let's try to get to 500K. It protects the live. Don't forget to drop us a follow. We stream every day, and we stream so that way you guys don't have to pay for it. And we're a team. Join the Heart Me team. Thank you guys for all the love.
185 pounds." With
So I don't want to interrupt anybody here, and maybe I misunderstood
Yeah, Sean.
what was going on. So if they are all going and applying for benefits, don't they have to each write down like a house that they're at or like their monthly income? So if like, do they not catch on when there's, I don't know how many, 12, 15 people living in this house all saying like, oh, I don't make any money. You know, I need food stamps, but how do they know that like they're not separating their food?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think I might be able to answer that question.
Okay.
Okay, so when you apply for that, what they need is for the owner of the house to say that Nicholas, for example, is responsible for his own food. So now they do a budget on what your average person
Heather said something.
would spend on food per month. And there also has, like I said, it would have, you can't just do it because he's in an inpatient facility. That's the only reason, because now he cannot work.
Okay.
So that's why he applied for it.
Okay, that makes more sense. It was just a little crazy to me because I'm like, what? How are they all doing this?
And another thing is, so let's say we're talking about Nick personally. Nobody.
Ladies, I hate to interrupt. Let me mute just real quick so we can watch Nick be cringe for just a second. Hold your thoughts 1 second, okay?
Steal your pen right here. I just put it in my. Take the damn pen. I need it. Go. Wouldn't you want it? No, I don't want your other pen. You need that pen? No.
Y'all can see it even more than me, right? Alright, I'm just having my face here, so that way I can get a little bit of time with whoever still follows me. Does anybody even still follow my TikTok? I don't know. So,
Oh my god.
This coming out. Does anyone still follow my TikTok? Shut the fuck up. You told everyone to stop and follow them, Nick. Which is it, bitch? Which is it?
He's an idiot.
He's a narcissist.
Hang on, guys. It's just freezing.
Wait, what?
Does anyone still care about me? Do you still follow me? Do you still care? You were just talking shit to everyone on live. You were talking shit about your chat. You were telling people they were just for money. You're telling Graceland how to make money off your chat. This guy is disgusting.
that programs really help you more
for sure.
than just like being around an all men's program is hard because you're around all these men with pent up everything, and then now you're just released into the real world around women and stuff. You're typically going to choose the wrong one. I'm around self-respecting queens right now. They're not going to let me chase no trash, right?
Yes, I agree.
Performative. Everything he does.
Chase no more Mariahs.
I know you're not.
That's great. That's really great.
Where is that? Maggie said something.
There's a Raquel.
Coming out there early March, renting every day.
There's a Raquel.
Okay.
Fuck, he's more annoying sober. Holy fuck.
He can't get out of the camera. He's so addicted to being framed. And with Patty Cake's gone, he's running wild.
I'm gonna be here, Maggie, for sure.
But they're proud of you.
You guys proud of me?
Hang on, guys. It's just frozen. It's lagging on their end.
But they're proud of you.
You guys proud of me?
Meeting you guys were aware of, so I will talk to you guys at night.
Hang on, guys. The
I
screen's
don't know
still
what time
frozen.
exactly, but we'll be there.
And they're done. Thank God. They'll be back on sub only for the meeting at the house shortly.
All right, team, don't forget, drop us a follow. Again, anything. No.
Am I unmuted?
Oh, you're unmuted now.
Oh, Perfect. Okay. So my next question, just because I heard him talking about it at the end, about how, oh, I need a woman, bringing home trash, and blah, blah, blah. And through most recovery stories that I've heard or, have sat in on, to be clean, like fix yourself first for a year before going and even attempting to build a relationship with somebody else. Like, did I understand him?
I'm sorry, I didn't get the end of that question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like, did I misunderstand what he was saying? Like, oh yeah, I need a woman, and my family's going to make sure I don't bring home trash. And I'm like, you have like a year that you need to wait, in some of these programs before.
Summer, can you scroll out and scroll right back
starting
in because it's lagging for everybody? Hang on, guys. And if it is lagging, please close out the app and come back. Okay, Shauna, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're fine. So my question was, I know most rehab facilities, programs, they tell you to stay single for your first year or, encourage it. But did I hear him wrong at the end when he was saying, oh, my friends and, my family here, they're going to make sure I don't bring home a piece of trash woman, something to that effect. So are they encouraging him to go out and find a new girlfriend? Or did I just misunderstand all that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he did say that, but we don't know for sure, right? Like, we can't. I mean, I would hope they're not. I would hope that it's the same as all but I mean, this place is not the same as all places. But so there's been relationships, allegedly, with people in the house before. That's gotten messy, so I think they try maybe to stop that, but being co-ed, that's the problem when you have co-ed places too, right?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm just like, okay, and then the whole flexing in the background, any chance he can get. I'm just like, I can't.
Right. Yeah. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I'm like, nobody thinks that that's cool anymore.
No, he's eager for attention.
Oh, 100%. He's, like any time he can get his voice on TikTok or something, he's like, it's just like, haha, I'm still here.
Yeah. He's withdrawing from TikTok for sure.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Brycey Poo, be good.
Well, that's all I had. Thank you guys for letting me join.
We appreciate you jumping up here, darling.
No problem.
All right, you all have a good night.
You too. Thank you, darling.
Oh, did I get out of here?
Oh, it's okay. We could do it for you.
I can help.
Thank you.
Hey, Andrea, did you want to say something?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, so I just wanted to say a couple things because I can kind of relate to the situation on two different sides. So I myself have 4 years in recovery, and I just want everybody who maybe doesn't have experience with that to understand that, like, all they're really doing is replacing one drug for one thing for another. Sorry, I don't want to get you in any trouble. So they went from being out doing what they were doing to now they're replacing it with the social media, and then the getting attention from just everyone. Now that they see that people are watching them, they crave it more and more, just like they craved the other item. So this to them is just like every new viewer that pops in and pays the money is just like another, I guess their new craving. So they're just going to keep pushing it. And then when it comes to Graceland as a whole, I worked in treatment for a long time, and I just want people to understand that this facility is literally just a sober living, and there's good sober livings and there are bad sober livings, and I definitely want everyone to understand that this is a bad sober living. So this precedent that they're setting is very dangerous.
Absolutely. Agreed.
Hey, is there a Madison in the chat? Go ahead and send a request to come up here and share your thoughts.
But thank you.
Guys, we're not really speaking on Mariah. Like I see some comments and stuff and questions about her, but there is people in contact with her. She is doing well. No, I think everyone's on the same page when I don't think it would be a good idea for Mariah to be at the same place that Nick is at. I think the best thing for them is to be separated at this point. And, we all wish her the best and hope she gets the help that she gets, but she's not involved in this situation right now. So she's doing okay. And that's pretty much what we know.
Guys, if you need a recap on what's happened overnight and what's happening with Pat, as we've said before, Nancy, who's in the box below me, has a page where she posts pretty much everything that's happening. Like, you'll catch all the videos there. So if you need to catch up, please chuck her a follow and go and look at the videos on her page. And there's plenty of other pages. There's and they come in here all the time. Go watch their videos, because we actually don't put videos up, right? We just talk about it as it's happening, when it's happening.
And just about the Pat stuff tonight, if you missed it, just because I said in the chat, I'd recap real quick. But the Pat stuff is, earlier today, there was a video that Madison put out and said that Pat had gone to like a mental health hospital type thing because they had an intervention on him last night. They went live on a sub only and said that Pat's actually not gone. He's still there and is flying out tomorrow to a retreat, and one of them will be flying with him. So he's pretty much going to a spa day for a month, and that's the Pat situation as of now.
Madison, are you private? Because I can't see you in the request. So if you're private, we can't see your request.
Sorora, did you want to say something?
Some people earlier had questions about like body brokering and what that looked like, and I just wanted to make sure that I was able to answer any questions if there were still some. I'm sorry I had to jump off a little bit earlier, but if there was any questions about that, or kind of like what the whole scandal from the legal side looks like, I'm happy to answer whatever questions.
Okay. Lindsay, did you want to say something real quick?
Lindsay? There? No? Okay. Hi, Madison.
Hey, Madison, what were you saying in the comments?
I just wanted to add something if I can.
Yeah,
what they're doing is telling staff and residents that body brokering is just paying somebody or them to go and relapse over and over again. They don't answer to the insurance fraud. And what they do is say, we can't take insurance. We're just a sober living. Well, what they're doing is they're sending residents with insurance to the IOP. They rarely give choices. They send most of them to Found. And then Found kicks back the rent for the resident to Graceland in some form or another. And that's body brokering. It's goes against the Eliminating Kickbacks Act.
Well, that's not necessarily the body brokering. Body brokering, in the very simplest of explanations, is literally this. Let's say Nancy has a treatment center, okay? And she takes my insurance. So let's say Summer Love finds me an addict who's sick and wants help and has this killer insurance. So her and Nancy conduct a scheme where I'm going to stay at Nancy's treatment center for 10 days, okay, so that my insurance kicks in and pays out. And then Nancy is going to pay Summer Love a kickback fee for me. And then I'm going to leave treatment, relapse, and I'm going to leave again and do it at a different treatment center. So that's where we hear the terms like the California Shuffle or the Florida Shuffle, things like that. So where it's where people are quite literally staying in treatment for a designated amount of time and then leaving. And so that also happens in the outpatient level. And usually what that looks like is hold on, I saw it's a kickback for referral. Not yeah, right, exactly. Those are not legal. Referral fees are not legal. Finder fees are not legal. None of that is legal. So what that looks like when you have an outpatient and a sober living is a sober living will contract, and I'm doing air quotes, will contract with that outpatient, or excuse me, the outpatient will contract with the sober living and say, I'm going to rent 10 beds from you. And depending on, like, I'm going to send you 10, you're going to send me 10 clients and I'm going to pay for 10 beds. And they're going to pay at the rental rate. So what happens is the insurance will pay for the outpatient like they're supposed to. And then the sober living will, quote unquote, scholarship is what they like to call it. They'll scholarship the residents so they don't pay any rent, but they'll milk their insurance benefits through outpatient. And the reason why that's so problematic, and I hear this so many times and it just kills me being in recovery myself, is, well, at least they're getting help. But that's not it. That's not, you can't look at it that way because they're not just getting help. What's happening is they're bleeding their insurance benefit dry and they're not getting quality care. So when they actually need help, they don't have it. And then so-and-so behind them with the shame insurance can't get help because insurance companies eventually catch on. So it's this huge influx of people who can no longer get help. It happened with a insurance company called HealthNet a few years ago. And so we're seeing this pattern of people trying to get around the fact that insurance companies will not pay for sober living. In a sober living, it should be a landlord-tenant agreement. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. No taking your phone for a certain amount of days. No medication management. No groups. None of that. It is simply a landlord-tenant agreement where everybody in the home decides to stay sober.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah, no problem.
Under Day, did you want to say something?
I just want to say that Graceland is a bad place, and I hope they close down because it's not going to help them. Most of the people that they owe because they have to be there, but I don't think it's going to. I don't think it's to be open. I think they should close down for good.
I agree.
I see a couple comments that say, don't they own the outpatient? I am so glad you said that because that is going to be their downfall. Mark my words. Because even though they own that IOP, Graceland is a separate entity and has to function separately. So that means the residents of Graceland still need to pay rent. What they're doing essentially is just making it easier to trace those dollars. So Found can pay for the Graceland residents. All they're doing is making it real easy to trace those dollars.
Greg, did you want to say anything? Okay, good stuff, Greg. Talk to you in a little bit. Oh, and guys, just in the chat, just a couple things. We're not talking about Wheezy just because we're not involved in anything. We don't know the situation too much. None of us have looked into the Wheezy stuff. We are just, there's so much to focus on with the Pat, the Graceland, the Nick situation. It's enough to focus on for us. So the Wheezy stuff is not a concern for us, just because we don't know the back history and we don't watch Wheezy stuff like that.
Let's see. Hi, Kay. Hello?
Hey.
Gone.
I'm like, hey.
You guys, if I'm mispronouncing his name, oh well. Okay?
Go cry.
Grab a bottle. Grab a bottle. Suck it up.
Not a bottle.
I could care less. It's not his real name, I'm assuming. I don't care. I call him Doodle Bear. I don't even call him Wheezy.
Never.
So you're lucky I even tried with that name.
I like Wheezy. I mean, whatever.
We don't know him. We don't follow his story. We don't report on his story. We don't know him. It's not our thing. We can't talk about everyone on TikTok, and we have our ones that we cover, and that's it, chat.
I believe so, Mickey. Right? It's a nonprofit. Right?
What was the question?
Is Graceland considered? Yes, it would be a nonprofit. Or no? What do you? Wait. They said it's
they're for profit.
Right. That's why I'm like, okay.
I met with them, like, I want to say, so before the affair, and about, like, I want to say about 6 months before they actually opened, my ex-husband asked me to meet with Danielle and kind of go over the legalities of running a sober living and what they can and can't do. So I actually did that. I went to Pat's house. I sat there. I talked to them. I thought they had this really great idea, and, you know, they really absorbed everything that I said.